Number two, this shows us, I believe, that we will recognize one another in the kingdom of God. One of the peculiar things about this passage is that Peter recognizes Moses and Elijah. And my question is always how? How does he know who these guys are, okay? It says that in verse 5, it is good that we are here. Let us make 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, one for Elijah. Peter knows who these guys are. And again, my question is how? Moses lived 1,500 years before Peter did. Okay, if St. Augustine walked into church on Sunday morning, would you just say, oh my goodness, look at that. Look who's here today. It's St. Augustine. And he'd say, actually, it's Augustine. And then, oh my goodness, I'm embarrassed. But it's crazy to think, right, that Peter just knows who Moses is. And then, Elijah, okay, he's a little closer. He's 900 years before Peter, okay? But how does he know? And, there's all kinds of theories, did Jesus introduce them? Did they, was there name tags or some sort of marker to make them know? But I don't know how he knew. I personally think it was just a supernatural thing, just kind of automatic. He knew it, but that kind of doesn't really matter. The point I want to make is that however he recognized them, he did recognize them. Even though he had never seen them before, and they had also been glorified, taken all their sin away, glorified in the presence of God, yet they were still themselves. They were still recognizable. And when we get into God's kingdom, we will be glorified, all the stain of sin will be taken away, but we'll still be ourselves, we will still be recognizable, and we will recognize others. We will see and know and recognize Peter, James, John, Moses, Elijah, Abraham, all these people. And we will, I believe this shows us that we will know and recognize those, our loved ones who have died in the faith. Moms and dads, spouses, kids, grandparents, dear friends. We will see them, we will recognize them, and they will recognize us, and we will be together again. Have you ever had that experience where you haven't seen a friend in years, and then you do see them, and it's just this super happy, smiling reunion? Well, imagine these people you have loved, they have died. And you have no chance for contact, but then you see them again, and you're never going to be parted from them again. That is just an amazing thing to look forward to in the kingdom.